Mark, why don't you take us through all the events that happen in Amazing Spider-Man Volume 6, number 30?
We open with a smug-looking Otto and a totally ripped Norman Osborn in the post-serum injection afterglow. Norman starts giggling.
We all know that one.
We all know that one. Norman starts giggling maniacally, warning Otto that he should have listened to him because even though he got enough serum in him to quote-unquote turn an elephant, Norman was all like, skidamarinky-dinky-dink, skidamarinky-doo, I already have a bunch of serum in me, and that's not what makes me the Green Goblin, you buffoon. If you get that reference, Dan, I give you a Gen X cookie, okay? Anyway.
Oh, yeah, I did get that reference, Mark,
Okay.
but I will say this does beg the question, like, what does the green elephant look like? Like, is there a super-powered elephant out there that's been turned? Has Norman, like, tested this on elephants?
I don't know. Anyway, Otto does not take kindly to being called a buffoon, so now he's done showing Norman some mercy. And that brings us to Spider-Man and the tentacles, along with Jonah, and Spidey is definitely liking this octopus fusion thing a bit too much. He calls Jonah adult, and the horror of that makes him shut his mouth. Back to Otto and Norman is now going for the kill, but not before admitting that Osborne actually outsmarted him. That's when Spider-Man shows up, and Otto is ready to throw down, except his Octoids are not totally listening to him. Hate when that happens. That's when Otto discovers that Spider-Man spine-locked with his arms, and boy is he unhappy about that. Spidey tells him, the die is cast, and each calls the other adult, and McGuinness says, sure, I'll fashion a fun double-page spread. So Spidey and Otto throw hands, and Spidey warns him that without his tentacles, he's got nothing. But Otto was never one to concede an inch, so instead Spider-Man is about to, quote-unquote, get harvested by an apex predator. Whew, that is some snappy dialogue. The Octoids grab Spider-Man, and his own arms are telling him to detach and free himself, but Spider-Man is not willing to let the arms sacrifice themselves. Just as things are at their bleakest, Norman Osborn saves the day, and the 2-on-1 fight is just too much for Otto to overcome. Just before Spider-Man can do something he regrets with Otto's arms, like kill Otto, Norman stops him and helps him detach from the harness. Otto makes his great escape, and Peter lets the arms know that they've broken up. We end with Peter and Norman sharing a moment, reflecting on Kamala Khan and her friendship, including Kamala ordering a large coffee with extra serum, which even the text of the comic admits is a terrible joke. I mean, I'm not saying any character deserves to die based on a joke, but whew. We fade to black with some subtext that maybe this friendship with Peter and Osborne is for real. Go figure. Happy, happy friendship. I'm not looking at solicitations, Dan. And that's my recap of this comic.